So what I wanted to do is show you my knitting, just because I can't knit on it right now. I'm waiting for a longer cord to come into the mail because it looks like I may have scrunched my stitches too tightly and it's upsetting me every time I knit on it. So I have a pair of socks I was going to knit, in the meantime. But I'm doing those, what's it called? When you do the heel later. I don't have anything to drink with me. Next time, bring liquid. Afterthought heel, that's what it's called. I'll show you that one first, or second. I'll show you what's in this bag. Okay, this bag. I made it from like little bits of fabric. So here's my thing with my knitting, is that I spin all my wool and then I use it to knit with. I really like spinning. I'll talk about that later. These are just a bunch of different balls. Get focused. I guess it's as pretty as you're going to see it. This is the kind of color I'm using right now. I spun, I'm pretty sure it was like 12 ounces of that. And, these bugs. 12 ounces, and I split it in two so I could do two of whatever it was I was going to make. And I guess one of the two was thicker than the other two. So this one, when I use it, I have to pull out a whole mess. Ooh, there's a bug on my phone. I might go over the camera. Oh, please go over the camera. That'll be so much fun. Anyway, what do you call it? I had to pull out a bunch and then knit it with two threads. So that's what's going on with this one. The other one, oh, do you hear that? It's like right next to me. Okay. The other ball, because it's two for socks, is in the sock. And this one, I just ran out of, because I'm doing the two at a time thing, and I gotta add more. Here they are. So, I don't know how I feel about them. I tried making socks out of this yarn before, and it just felt, it is soft and squishy, but it felt hard. I don't know if that makes sense. I think I was using like smaller needles and knitting really hard. I'm knitting these, it's like 32 stitches, that's it, because it's so big. And pretty sure these are 9.5. It's just me. I don't know if you can tell. This is the one that I have to hold double. Right here, it's all single, and then it starts to get thinner, the yarn. Let me get my hand in there. Can you see that? And it starts to get thinner. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to hold double instead of frogging it. See how that works. And that was working good. Is working good. Okay. And that's where I am. If you can hear that, that is a frog, not a dog. We have barking frogs. Anyway, so this is what my socks are. This little stitch marker I put together. Again, Joanne. And they have like a little jewelry department. Ooh, ooh. See that little teeny weeny envelope? I've had those, ooh, baby, for so many years. So many years. And I've always been like, well, I'm going to do something with them. Never did it. Just kept them. They're so cute. It's a little envelope with a little heart. And on the other side, it says made with love. You have to like really squint and see. Anyway, so I don't remember where I got the little beads from. I don't know if they were also a Joanne purchase, but I know the chicken. And I also have skulls And then the lobster claw. I like the lobster claws. Anyway, woohoo! Socks. So I don't know if I explained why I want to do this or just because that I wanted to do this. That's what I said. Good. There you go. So here's my sweater. This is the contrasting color. It is Jacob fleece. I didn't talk about the others. Good, because there are lots of things. So this is Jacob fleece that I spun not solid. Like, you know how Jacob's fleeces, well, maybe you don't. Jacob fleeces are all different color sheep. They're like brown, and they might have some black, like really chocolatey brown, and a little bit of gray, and then they'll have some whites, and then they'll have some cream, and it's like all blended, but not all blended. It's like patchy. Yeah, that's it. It's all patchy. So I had a fleece of it, and that is a loud bird. I had a fleece of it, and I like to try to find the birds when they're that loud, but I can't see it. What was I saying? One more time. I had a fleece of it, and it was covered in poo. Like, seriously. They're called tags. I don't know if they're called poo tags. Just tags. I don't know. I'm not good with terminologies. So I soaked it for days. Smells good. Smell. I soaked it for days and days. I think it may have been months. Not sure. And it's lovely. It's so nice. I love this one. It feels really hard. I'm kind of thinking of getting a cake winder, ball winder to make cakes. Thinking, I don't know, maybe it needs the space in the middle. This is what I do when I have to knit with it. When I spin it, I ply it off onto a Swift. That's the umbrella thing. I learned what that terminology was. I apply it onto a Swift so I can rinse it. And if I want it fuzzy, you're supposed to thwack it, which means hit it. But they have to do that to make it different than hit. So, what are they saying? So this one isn't one I wanted to thwack. Like things with fuzzy, well, I want to thwack. I'm watching a bug not land on me. And what do you call it? I'm talking a lot. It's you're supposed to. Let's have some water. Oh, that was a cranky bee. I don't know if you heard that. It wasn't a bee. It was some kind of hornety thing. I don't like those. We have them all over the place. And this one was like that big. And it just stopped in the air. Went, and looked at me. I'm going to get you. And then flew away. That was creepy. Okay. Back to the wool. So when I spin it, after it's spun, I do the Swift and then I wash it. You're supposed to wash it. Oh, I'm supposed to watch it. You're supposed to watch me. I'm supposed to watch it and whack it or whatever I'm going to do to it. So the fibers kind of relax a little bit and blend into each other. Felt. That's what that's called. I think that's what that's called. I don't know if that's what it's called. They already got me. Mosquito bite. What am I saying? Oh my goodness. It's a little bit distracting doing this out here. I've never done it like this intently. Whatever. So then you let it dry. Oh, that's what I do. Then I let it dry, and then I roll it up onto. Oh no! Then I just put it in a ball. That's what I do. When I'm spinning it, oh, that was it. Okay, one more time. Sorry. So after I spin the wool, single ply, I pull it off onto like a paper towel holder because they're longer, but it's a hard thing. It's from our food saver, and it's a hard thing. So I roll it onto that using the caking method, the ball winding method, and then I pry it off of that, and then I grab the inside and the outside, and then I ply those together. Yay! And then I have 2-ply yarn, which is what this is, 2-ply yarn. Okay, after I do that, after I ply it, then I put it onto the Swift. Then I tie it up so it doesn't get knotted, so I can wash it, so it can felt a little bit if it's going to, blend together the fibers. Then I let that dry, and if I'm not going to use it right away, I'll just twist it into a hank or a skank, whatever they're called, and put it away for later. If I am going to use it, I will ball it up and use it on my knitting. Now I'm going to show you my sweater. This is my sweater balled up. This is the yarn, my main color that I'm working on. This is nylon. This is nylon, llama, and something that's not tunis. I don't know what it is. I thought it was tunis. I guess it could be California red, but I don't think so. I don't know what this fiber is. I spun all the Cheviot, I was pretty sure, and all the different kinds of Cheviot. And I thought it was tunis. I really, really did. But then the other day I was looking in my closet and I saw the sticker and it said tunis. And I was like, how are you here and there at the same time? That doesn't work. I don't know what this is. I'm thinking it might be mosquito on the forehead. I'm thinking it might be California red. So here it is. Okay, no more mosquitoes. Let's show you the pattern. I wrote all over my pattern. It is the J sweater. Is this page okay to show? I think so. It just has the information. All right. The J sweater. That's what it's going to look like. I don't know if you can see it. Lots of folded lines. Let's see if I find a better picture in here. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be there. I probably wrote. No, it's just a wrinkle. It's a colorwork sweater. I'm not sure about what I'm going to do to the sleeves. I'm not even there yet. By the way, this is my first sweater ever. I've started sweaters and I frog them. Like I said, I frog all the things. Don't want to. So I'm doing. Okay. So I'm not a skinny person. And I was worried about how much wool and what size I needed to wear. But luckily, what size I needed to knit. But luckily, there is a chart here somewhere that tells you the sizes and the numbers. And so I went with that and then picked my size. And That's pretty nice, because then I'm just a 1X. Woohoo! So I needed 300 yards of this one. I did the math. I'm done with that one, by the way. Oh no, I still need it for the sleeves if I'm going to do the sleeves. And I needed 1,400 of this one, which is the main color, which can be any color you want, you know, because you're the knitting. You're doing the knitting, not you're the knitting. Anyway, whatever. So I'm using, oh, the pattern says to use 3 different needle sizes. A is 7, B is 6, and C is 5. I don't remember which one of these I don't have. Thinking it's 5. And I'm just doing A and B. So it's pretty easy to understand so far. I was terrified because it's a pattern and I'm supposed to read it. I'm not such a good pattern reader. I would get so frustrated. So I just gave it a shot and so far so good. I'm liking it. I made this bag. And I guess I should hold it up a little bit longer. I made this bag. Got the fabric and Joann Fabrics. This pink fuchsia color, I have no idea. Probably my mom gave it to me. And then here are my 3 skulls. I have a bunch of little skulls, stitch markers in case I need them. Just things I made. I use those jewelry ring things as, oh, those are called progress keepers, as you can latch and unlatch. These are called stitch markers. Stop it, mosquitoes. So, where's this guy? So I have 2 of these. I made that. And a few of those. I made that. And then the rest are just those little rings. You know what those are. I put them on. Oop, how'd you get up here? I put them on a safety pin and then keep them in one of these tube things. Where'd you get those tubes? It's called Zip Fizz. It's a drink, you add it to water, and I thought, these are cool. At one point, I had a couple of cases of them, and I was like, I'm gonna need those one day. I got rid of them. Just kept a few, 2 to be exact. So here's my sweater. Yes, I've been avoiding showing you the sweater. Okay, can you stay there without falling off? Okay. So I have no idea how to do this fold over collar thing where it's thicker, but I did it the best I could. And if you look, it's not straight. Whatever. I don't care at this point. I do care. I don't know. I just wanted to knit a sweater. I want to have a knit sweater for when it's winter and I can be like, oh, there, this is the other one. That's what the other one is. That's just to mark my row every time I go around. I want a knit sweater so I can be like, I'm cold, but I made this and it's warm. So, oh, okay. So this is that darker color, the Jacob fleece that I showed you. And then I wanted it to be a bit of a contrast. So I just did like a bunch of light llama wool and all the other fibers were light. So we're dark. No. So it was okay for me to do the light llama wool there and then let it get gradually darker is what I was thinking. This is light llama wool. And then here, let's see if I have a little bit of tail. I think I knit all my tails. I didn't want to have to deal with that. Oh no. Like it's a bad thing. I can't show you my tail. All right, here are my floats. Did all right. I don't have a tail to show you. Anyway, so what the not so cranky bees, what the not so dark and not so light part, the medium one, it is the light fleece blended with the, there's a bug. Oh my goodness. The light fleece with this color fleece applied together, one strand of each. And that was my not so dark and not so light. That's this color with the, it's so confusing to talk about. Much easier just to show. I made this, see? Anyway. And these needles, I'm thinking, are the 7. I can't always find where it says it. And then once I find it, I can't always see it. I think it's a 7. Yep, upside down 7. Okay, so where am I? Okay. So if you see here how it's starting to squish, I'm worried that that's stockinette. But in that stockinette, there's some color work, just a little bit. And I'm worried that that's also being pulled tight. And I needed a longer cable anyway. I have no idea how long this cable is, but I think, okay, I remember ordering a 60-inch cable. But if that's going to be what gets here, great. It hasn't even left yet. That was a few days ago. So my sweater is going into hibernation until I get my needles. I have to clean up the llama wool anyway. I mean, it's clean. All my wool is clean because I didn't want eggs or poop laying around. So I cleaned it all. I just didn't do a great job getting all the wool and stuff out. Wool, hay, bits of plant life. VM. I forgot what the V stands for. Vegetable matter? Anyway. So I could do that until it comes in. I really like it. I'm hoping it gets softer. I mean, it's nice and soft. It's spun wool. This is super soft. So this is gonna be soft. Like, seriously. This is llama, nylon, and the mysterious wool. Those bugs want to get in the house today. They know it's a rainstorm coming. It's gonna rain! Mama, so that's all the knitting I have to show you. I live in Signo, Texas. I live here with my boyfriend. I'll probably insert the picture of him. We live in the forest. There is nothing going on around us. Birds and bugs. That's what we got. We got the doobies and rabbits and squirrels. We've heard that there are hogs. We have not seen one yet. We saw a turtle the other day. I've seen a bobcat and deer and rabbits. I think we may have seen a crawdaddy, or I've seen crawdaddy holes. We knocked down a bunch of trees, like 5 trees. One of them was dead so close to the house, and whenever we'd get a really bad rainstorm, we'd get chunks of it. So the other day, I was just like, Donald, I think we should cut down that tree. And a few minutes later, that's a chainsaw. Kind of sounds like that. And we cut the tree down. And then he was like, we need sun for these plants. We have a little bunch of patches of garden going on. Anyway, we got some onions and garlic and some peppers. One of the trees fell on the peppers, but hardly touched one, which is pretty nice. And they're not getting that much sun, so they're staying really small. And then we have one here, also not getting very much sun. It's been in the ground for 5 weeks, and they look exactly the same. Something good with that, they have an awesome root system right now. You know, they get any kind of water, they're going to love it. So cool. I don't know. I don't know anything. So here we have potatoes. I'm thinking that's cabbage and broccoli and cauliflower stuff. You know, I call them all the same thing. Well, you don't know that, but I do. And then there's some lettuces and kale. The kale looks like it's getting happy. Some vine that's not supposed to be there. Have to pull that out. And then I put some more peppers over there. I think the peppers by the onions are cayenne. And then the peppers over here are jalapeno. Ooh, yeah. Cayenne, jalapeno. Very nice. And then we have another patch over there, which again, you can't see it. I'm just pointing to. Over there is potatoes and tomatoes. It's on an uphill angle, so it's kind of neat. So up here we have potatoes. We dug down. So we have potatoes, potatoes, and then tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. Oh, and a little row of ginger. I don't know if that's going to take, but it's in there. And then another patch over here, which I think this was the first patch we planted. Yeah, this was the first patch we planted. And we got little baby tomatoes. Tomatoes and peppers. And then on the outer ring, because I put a little stick fence around it because I was worried the dog was going to run through, we have cucumbers with little baby cucumbers. Oh, I should check on those. Cucumbers go fast. I don't know. I was just wondering if it had enough sun. Cucumbers and green beans. The green beans, not so happy at all. And then a whole mess of baby pots of peppers that we haven't put in the ground yet. Lima beans and some other things. Right here, like you are sitting on a railing, and on the other side of the railing, there's dirt. There's the ground. So I put some basil, cinnamon basil. It's supposed to deter the bugs, and butterflies like it, like deter the mosquito bugs. That's what I call bugs. Mosquitoes. Butterflies like it, so bees. And then over there, I also have anise. And I thought anise was a tree, but I don't know. And it just looks like a plant. Maybe I'm misinterpreting what they're saying is anise. Anyway, it's over there, and it's not growing. It's another just sitting there and not getting bigger. But yay, you got a good root system. So, why did I start talking about that? I like. Oh my goodness. Did you all see that? It was a silkworm. Oh my god, good. I'm under a roof. So, my stimulus check is very stimulating at the moment. And I like spinning the wool. It's fun. But what I really like doing, not what I really like I don't like that. I like dyeing it. And ever since I got into this knitting fiber world, spinning wool and dyeing wool and blending and carding and fun stuff, very, 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 very much have liked the yarn part, the end product, you could say. I want to maybe dye some wool. You know, like right now, my sweater. It's awesome. I love my sweater, you know? But I am actually like, when this ball is done, I have to, oh, bugs. When this ball is done, I have to go and spin a bunch more, which is fine. I can do that while I'm not able to knit right now. Not a big deal. It's all good. But when this ball is done, oh, I didn't show you the numbers. I'm going to go spin another ball, you know? Like, I need to have 1,400 yards. And I've been keeping track. That's how much I have. Oh, I don't know if it's going to be backwards. So, contrasting color, I have 423 yards. Yay, I had enough of that one. And main color, I have spun, oh, that's the other thing. Okay, so main color, I spin and then I come up with yardage like 45 yards, 78, 88, 72. Those are the 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the 4 bunches I've knit so far. And I need a total of 1,400. So together, that is 211. I'm still needing to spin 1,100. I'm going to. I want to. I want to spin for this sweater. This is happening. But it takes a long time. It's like 2 days, you know? Preparation, carding, spinning, waiting for the drying and stuff. You know, it's a, not instant. So, I was thinking of maybe buying some wool, and I already have it picked out in the shopping cart. Buying some wool and dyeing it and knitting it and having it like instant ding, 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 ding. You know? That'd be fun. I don't know. I'm very excited to try it. I am nowhere near a fast knitter, but I don't think I gave you the sock history. And once I learned to knit a sock, like I couldn't knit socks for anything. Sock history. I couldn't knit socks for anything. I I couldn't knit. The needles would like fight in my hand. It was very annoying. So I think it's a queen bee. It's like this big. Okay. So what was I saying? Oh, I found, oh, that was the thing. I couldn't knit. And seriously, I'm talking here. It sounds like it crashed. my goodness. Maybe if I'll put this up here. Ooh, big lizard, come over here. There's a lizard over there. Okay. Sucks. I think it's gonna have to be another day. I don't remember what I was talking about. I'm sorry. It'll be part 2 because I'm freaking out on these bugs. Or they're freaking out on me. Holy shit. Crazy bugs all over the world. Well, so that's where I am, thinking about buying some wool and knitting and spinning in the forest with the bugs and the frogs and the squirrels. Oh, we saw kitties too. 2 kitties in one day. Did I say the turtle? We saw a turtle, which is pretty cool. It was just the other day. I was looking at the dewberries, which are wild berries around here. There was a little turtle. Nom, 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 eating them. It's so cute. Like that big, that long, and then tall shell. About that tall. So the bugs have stopped, but this is going on 45 minutes. Oh, I'm probably not going to keep it 45 minutes. It'll be cut up. I might be able to squeeze the story because it does look like it's going to rain. Part 2. Oh, show notes. In the comments. Maybe. If I can. If this gets posted, you'll have your information.